Hey, what's up everybody? Matthew Tabor here, Nashville area real estate agent, bringing you Nashville, Tennessee homes for sale and more. Coming to you today from Brentwood, Tennessee, and I am super pumped to show you this brand new home built by Aspen Construction in one of Brentwood's newest luxury communities, Rosebrook. Now, if Rosebrook sounds familiar, that's because it was the site of the 2022 Nashville Parade of Homes, which, in case you missed it, was one of the most incredible parade of homes I have ever seen. Now, this home is listed for just under $3.5 million. It's 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, 3 half baths, 6,481 square feet, and sits on nearly 1 acre on a beautiful corner lot. And I cannot wait to show you all the inside. There's just so many things about this home that I absolutely love. But before we do, I want to give a special thanks to the listing agent, Mary Cosina with Frederick & Clark Realty, for allowing us to come out and view and video this house for you today. And if you stick around afterwards, we're going to take you on a quick tour of the neighborhood. Now, there's still a lot of construction going on, but we want to give you an idea of kind of how things are coming along. And we're also going to take you by the houses that were featured in the Nashville Parade of Homes, which are off Sunset Road, as well as show you around some of these surrounding areas. So you don't want to miss all that. All right, let's get to it. And if this is your first time on our channel and you'd like to see more Nashville, Tennessee homes that are for sale like the one behind me, then hit that subscribe button below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to get notified every time we put out new videos. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Tennessee, well, my wife and business partner, Noelle, and myself help people just like you every single day buy and sell property in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and we would love to help you too. So whether you plan to move in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and let us help make your Nashville move super smooth. All right, let's go check it out. As we make our way up the elegantly designed dual entry driveway, one of the first things that catches our attention is the porte cochere. The home has 4 garage spaces, 3 of which are connected to the main home, and the 4th is connected to the back side of the porte cochere. Once again, this home was built by Aspen Construction, who have over 25 years experience building homes in the Middle Tennessee area. Today's home has a traditional architectural design. The opulence and attention to detail start right away, with 3 matching iron double doors and luxurious gas-burning lanterns on the front porch. Inside, a grand 2-story foyer welcomes you and introduces the elegant hardwood floors which grace every room in the home. To the left, the formal dining room boasts 2 sets of double doors that open to the front porch, creating a unique indoor-outdoor dining experience. Elegant woodwork and contemporary light fixtures add to the allure. To the right of the main entry, we have the study that features double doors, vaulted exposed wood ceilings, and large windows that overlook the front of the home. Next, let's go check out the second level, which includes 3 bedrooms and a bonus room. Heading up the stairs, we find more attention to detail with custom woodwork throughout the stairwell. At the top of the stairs, you'll notice 2 doors. The door on the right is the second laundry room, and the door on the left is prepped for a future elevator, should you decide to add one, which even further highlights the home's attention to detail. Here we can also check out a view of the great room from the second level. And there's also a view of the main entry foyer on the opposite side. To the left, we have a bedroom which features a walk-in closet, as well as a private ensuite bath, which has its own unique blend of high-end finishes. Next, let's head down the hall to upstairs bedroom number 2. Here we have windows that overlook the front of the house, vaulted ceilings, a private ensuite bath with a quartz countertop vanity, and luxurious textured black subway tile shower. As well as a generous sized walk-in closet. Next, on the left, we have upstairs bedroom number 3, which also features the same amazing hardwood floors, a vaulted ceiling, and a private ensuite bath with quartz countertops and a walk-in shower. Directly across from the private bath, we have a walk-in closet, which is actually above the porte cochere and connects to an unfinished storage area, which is above the 4th garage. You could finish this room and turn it into a really cool bonus area, which would be great for a teenager or oldest sibling. To the left of this room is the upstairs bonus room, which features a full wet bar complete with a sink, fridge, microwave, ice maker, and a custom tile backsplash. This room has lots of windows, which allows for an abundance of natural light, has high vaulted ceilings, and also has its own high-end powder room. Okay, next let's head back downstairs and check out the rest of the house. The door that's open at the bottom of the stairs is the prepped elevator shaft. And just off the foyer, we have another elegantly designed half bath and just beyond that, we have the main laundry room with plenty of cabinets for storage and an undermount sink with quartz countertops. The laundry also connects to the primary closet, which we'll be checking out a little bit later. Next, we have the home's stately great room with custom built-in shelving, a tiled gas fireplace, as well as a breathtaking vaulted ceiling. From there, we have an informal dining / breakfast area, which leads us into the upscale chef's kitchen, which we'll be checking out more in just a bit. Off the kitchen, we have a large walk-in pantry with plenty of storage. And across the hall, we have a custom butlery with a built-in wine cooler, quartz countertops, a sink, and access to the formal dining area. To the left, we have the guest quarters. Which also has a nice sized walk-in closet, and a private ensuite bathroom with its own custom blend of high-end finishes. Okay, let's go take another look at the kitchen. And it starts with a beautiful oversized quartz island. We also have dual dishwashers, which are perfect for cleaning up after those large dinner parties, and a beautiful hammered stainless steel farmhouse sink. We also have a super high-end Mayo 48-inch 6-burner range with a griddle, and a beautiful subway tile backsplash with under cabinet lighting, as well as a large built-in fridge and a separate ice maker, which is a very nice touch. Just off the kitchen, we have an impressive mudroom. This is where you'll take off your shoes and hang your coat when returning home. The mudroom has access to the back porch and also has the third half bath, again with a quartz countertop vanity, and connects directly to the main garage for those times when you get home and all of a sudden you just can't wait to go. Okay, so now we're going to make our way back through the great room, and as you probably guessed, we're heading to the primary bedroom. Here we have high vaulted ceilings with exposed wood beams, an elegant chandelier, as well as a sitting area surrounded by windows. Next, we have a small linen closet, and just across from there we have his primary closet. And finally, we have the primary bath with marbled tiled floors, quartz countertops, a freestanding soaking tub, dual vanities, and an ultra luxurious marble tiled walk-in shower, with dual benches and triple shower heads. And one of my favorite features of this home, dual water closets. Because who wants to share a water closet, right? Next, we have her walk-in closet. It also includes plenty of built-in shelves, as well as a built-in hair and makeup desk. And this closet also connects into the main laundry room. Okay, just one more spot left to check out, and that's the large covered patio. With a brick wood-burning fireplace, exposed wood, vaulted ceiling, and an outdoor grilling area. Plus a nice flat backyard, which is perfect for a pool. Add in some privacy landscapings, and this area could definitely be transformed into an incredible resort-style outdoor living area. All right, so this wraps up the home tour portion of this video. So what'd you think about this house? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love the house, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. All right, so I'm gonna go lock up all the doors, then we'll jump in the car and take a quick tour around the area, so don't go anywhere. All right, so we're gonna take a little drive around the neighborhood. As we said, it's still a lot of construction going on. This neighborhood is still in the very early phases of development, but we wanted to give you an idea of what it's looking like and kind of how it's coming along. See what some of the other houses that have already been built look like. This house to the right that we're passing right now is one of the sales offices. And here we have a roundabout. There's a few houses down to the right. We're not going to go down that way because it looks like it's really busy. But yeah, so the neighborhood is ultimately going to be 248 houses. And I imagine at this point there's probably only been about 20 or so that have been started. So a long ways to go. The neighborhood covers 365 acres. And this property used to be an old horse farm. It was called Sunset Hill Farm, I believe. But as you can see, we do have some really nice homes that are going to be in this neighborhood. And it's going to be really exciting to watch it come together over the next probably 3 to 5 years at least. So there are quite a few home builders that you can choose from in Rosebrook. Of course, the house we just saw was built by Aspen Construction, but there's also homes being built by Ford Classic Homes, Insignia Homes, Legend Homes, and Shoemaker Homes, Sipple Homes, as well as Stonegate Homes. Okay, so on this road, we're noticing that there is a sign up here that says this road is going to be extended eventually. It's a dead end right now, but this sign is put up by Brentwood, City of Brentwood, letting us know that it will eventually be extended to another neighborhood. So that's just something to be aware of. So we're just going to turn around and head back. As there's not a whole lot to see right now. But eventually this neighborhood is going to be really, really cool as it gets more and more built out. There's, as far as amenities, there is going to be an adult pool and a kid pool, a clubhouse, a lawn, an event lawn for different events, as well as sidewalks and walking and biking paths that will eventually connect to the Brentwood trail system, which will eventually also tie into the Nolensville trail system. So theoretically, you'd be able to jump on a bike and ride all around Brentwood and all around Nolensville throughout the same trail system. Again, this is not how it is right now, but eventually there are plans to have all these trails connected. And while Rosebrook is technically in Brentwood, we are actually very close to the Nolensville town line. It's probably only about a half a mile away from the entrance of Rosebrook, and we'll kind of be showing you that as we head out of the neighborhood here in a few minutes. So yeah, we are on Rosebrook Drive right now, and the house on the left that you can see right now, that's the house that we just toured. Again, it's on this really big, beautiful corner lot. And we're going to make a left and see what's up here. This road does go up on a little bit of a hill. And eventually these will all be homes on the right and left side of the road. Looks like we got a few more homes being built up here, but we're just going to go ahead and probably get turned around and head back the other direction and stay out of these guys' way. But I can tell you that whoever purchases lots in this area right here are going to have really great views of the Tennessee rolling hills, as you can see there in the distance. I would say these are probably rather premium lots. Now most of these lots right here are around a half acre, maybe getting up closer to an acre, like the house we just saw was on 0.08 acres. But in the very back of the neighborhood, in some of the later phases, there are going to be some lots that are even bigger. You know, half acre, 1.5 acres, probably up to close to 2 acres. But those lots are not available right now. The development team only allows so many lots to be available for purchase at any given point in time. And then they'll roll out new phases. So now we're heading towards Sunset Road, which is at the stop sign. As you can see, they're still building out all the front of the neighborhood. They don't have the Rosebrook sign done or anything, so it's still very early stages of this neighborhood. So we're going to take a right onto Sunset Road. And you can see where they're building the walking paths on the right. And they've built this nice little bridge here on the right, crossing over the creek. So also on the right are where the Parade of Homes houses are located. And they will be coming into view here in just a second. So they're not actually attached to the main Rosebrook community, but they are part of the Rosebrook neighborhood. They have access to all the same amenities. These houses were between 7,000 and 10,000 square feet and sold for, I believe, $4.7 million up to around $7.7 million. And they were all featured in the Nashville Parade of Homes in 2022. So the next road we're going to turn on is going to be Split Log Road. It's going to be on the right. If we were to keep going straight, in about a quarter of a mile, we would be at the Nolensville town limit. And I apologize, it looks like I did not clean my windshield very well. We got some streaks. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. To the left, we have a neighborhood called Telluride that's being built. This neighborhood is being built by Turnberry Homes, and it is mostly in Brentwood, but a few of the areas in the neighborhood are going to be in Nolensville. And so for the most part, we're just going to go on a country drive here. Split Log Road is a very, very country drive. You got to be kind of careful. Right here we have a construction entrance into Rosebrook that we just passed. So eventually, once they get the beginning of the neighborhood built out, most of the construction traffic will come through this back entrance, which is kind of good for the people who are buying in these early phases. Again, this road right here, Split Log Road, very country road, twisty and turny, narrow. You really want to be careful when you're driving on this road. But we're going to take you by all three of the schools that Rosebrook is currently zoned to. And I say currently because in Williamson County, we've experienced so much growth over the last 10 years that every 3 or 4 years, as new neighborhoods are built and new schools are built, we're seeing the school zones being rezoned, every 3 or 4 years. So I'm going to take you by the schools that Rosebrook is currently zoned to. Again, at some point in the future, those schools could change. But it's zoned to Jordan Elementary, which will be the first school we're going to pass. It's zoned to Woodland Middle School, as well as Ravenswood High School. And we're going to take you by all three of those. As you can see, it is a beautiful day in the Nashville, Tennessee area. It's about 50 degrees, lots of sun. It has been pretty cold at night. We've been down below freezing pretty much every night. We are not technically in winter yet. We're a couple of days away from winter starting, but all the leaves have fallen off the trees and it pretty much feels and looks like winter. Okay, so coming up on the right, you can see the building there on the right-hand side of the screen. That is Jordan Elementary. That is the elementary school that Rosebrook is zoned to. Again, we are still on Split Log Road in Brentwood. And now the road has widened a bit. It's not quite as country and twisty and narrow as it was. So I imagine over time we might see Split Log Road continue to be further developed and widened as more and more neighborhoods are built in the area. But we really are pretty much out in the country at this point. Brentwood is a mix of country and more suburban and city areas. It's pretty big. We're on the kind of on the eastern southern quadrant of Brentwood, and we're not going to be going into like the main Brentwood shopping area on this video today. But hopefully just giving you an idea of kind of more what the area is like will be helpful and useful for you. especially if you're looking at Nashville from, you know, out of town or out of state. I just want to give you an idea of what's not just the houses like in the neighborhood, but, you know, the whole area. So here we have some areas where we have some new homes that have been built on individual parcels of land. We also have some neighborhoods. And we are still traveling on Split Log Road. This is going to take us out to Wilson Pike in probably another mile or so. And there's really not a whole lot to point out through this little stretch. You just really have a lot of neighborhoods on both sides of the road. Okay, now we're coming to the red light at Wilson Pike. Now, if we were to go straight ahead, we would be in Smith Park, which has a lot of great hiking trails. But we're going to make a right, which is going to take us towards Ravenswood High School, which is the high school that Rosebrook is zoned to. If we were to have made a left at that light, we would go south and be heading towards the Franklin and Arrington areas. And now we're traveling north on Wilson Pike, and we're coming up on the main entrance of Ravenswood High School, which is right on to the right where that car right there is turning. And if we were to make a right at this light, we would go into the Rain Tree Forest subdivision. And the next light we're going to be coming to will be the intersection to Moore's Lane. If we were to take a left at that intersection, it would take us in about 1.5 miles. We would be into the Franklin Cool Springs shopping area, which has lots of grocery stores, the Cool Springs Galleria, tons of restaurants, tons of other little shopping areas. Pretty much everything that you might want to go shopping for, just about, you can find in the Cool Springs area. And that's right here at this light. That's Moore's Lane. If you check out the last video I posted just before this one, I show you a little bit more of Moore's Lane down towards Cool Springs area. But we're going to keep heading straight on Wilson Pike. And we will be making the next right, at the next light actually, we'll be making a right onto Crockett Road. And there are a few things that I want to point out when we get there. All right, so now we're coming up on Crockett Road and we're gonna make a right. So on the left, we have pretty much the Crockett Park area. We also have Crockett Elementary, which you can see right there on the left, and Woodland Middle School is just behind Crockett Elementary. So they're both in the same little area. You would make a left here at this light to get back to Woodland Elementary, as well as Crockett Park. And Crockett Park is really great. It's got an indoor sports arena. It's got lots of trails that connect to all the Brentwood trail systems. It has tennis courts. They have football fields for Little League football. They have an amphitheater for live music. It's just a really, really great spot. Okay, so now we're about to come up to a roundabout. And if we were to hang a right in the roundabout, on this first right, we would go into the Witherspoon neighborhood. Now, Witherspoon was the site of the 2017 Parade of Homes. So there are lots of really, really amazing homes in that neighborhood as well. They're a little bit older than Rosebrook, obviously. They were started to build them around 2016, 2017, but still very, very nice neighborhood. So we are traveling now on Crockett Road, and we are headed towards Concord Road. That will be our next intersection. But before we get there, we still got some really cool things to talk about. This next roundabout, if we were to hang a right, we would go into the Raintree Forest neighborhood, which is kind of an older neighborhood, but they do have a new phase that they're building right now that's got some really nice high-end luxury homes. I have a video of one that I filmed a couple of weeks ago, so definitely check that out if you're interested. All right, so we're getting pretty close to one of the really cool spots I wanted to point out to you. We're not quite there yet, but here we go. On the left, you're going to notice a black fence that's lining the road right here. This is Dolly Parton's main home. This is her property. She's owned it for decades and decades. And it goes way back. It's probably one of the biggest pieces of land still available in Brentwood. That was the main entrance we just passed. This white house that you can see right here is her guest house. So this is all Dolly Parton's home. This is where she stays. So how cool is that? Okay, so now we're coming up to the light at Concord Road, and to the right you can see a golf course. This is the Governor's Club, which is probably one of the most well-known neighborhoods in the Nashville area. It is a gated community. It has 24/7 manned security at the gates. So we can't get in there and take any video or show you what it's like, but it does have this really popular Arnold Palmer golf course, which is pretty much what you can see to the right. Can't really see much of the houses from here. But this neighborhood, the Governor's Club, it stretches all the way from where we just turned all the way over to Sunset Road, where we'll be making our next turn. There's the main entrance right there. And there have been some country stars that have lived in there over the years. I don't know who lives there right now, but I know a few years back, Carrie Underwood was living in there, and there have been a few others. I don't really keep up with all the country stars that much, but I know that that's been a popular spot over the years for some of them to live. So now we're coming up on to the red light to Sunset Road. We're going to be making a right here. If we were to go straight, in about 2 miles, we'd be at the intersection of Nolensville Road, and there's a Publix grocery store and a Kroger grocery store, like a Taco Bell, a McDonald's, a Starbucks. So a little spot there to, to pick up some groceries and stuff and grab some food, not too far away. So now we're back on Sunset Road, and we are headed back towards the Rosebrook neighborhood. To the right, we still have the Governor's Club. All this land here on the right is all the Governor's Club. You can see some more of the golf courses here on the right. And there's another entrance right there to the right, one of the secondary entrances to the neighborhood. And you can see the Brentwood trail there that just ended. Eventually that will be extended all the way down to connect to the Rosebrook neighborhood. And now we're pretty much back. We're coming up on the entrance to Rosebrook right here on the right. And this concludes our driving tour of Rosebrook and the surrounding area. All right, so this concludes today's video of this brand new home in Brentwood's Rosebrook community. If you found value in today's video, or if you just enjoyed it, please hit that like button below. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell for notifications. Once again, my name is Matthew, and whether you plan to move in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. All of our contact information is below, and let us help make your Nashville move super smooth. Talk soon.